So you want to know what living in West Palm Beach is like? Stay tuned because we're going to be going over the real pros and cons of living in West Palm Beach. If you're looking at moving to West Palm Beach, I'm not going to scare you off by mentioning the alligators that have been found inside of homes here in South Florida. Yes, those stories exist. And notice I said inside of the home. But we're not going to discuss those stories today. We'll save those for another day. But I am going to keep it real with you because that's what we do on this channel. So welcome. I'm CC Matthews, local real estate agent with Premier Brokers International. And me and my team, we love helping people like you move in and around West Palm Beach. So if you want to stay up to date with all the local information regarding living and playing in West Palm Beach, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that way you're notified whenever I post a new video. If you're thinking about moving and relocating to West Palm Beach, make sure you reach out to me and my team. Shoot us a text message, give us a call, and that way we can help this be a smooth transition for you. Because we get it, right? It's very stressful whenever you're trying to relocate and move, but let us do the heavy lifting for you and you just worry about getting here. We lock arms with you and we help you with relocating in and around West Palm Beach, and we got your back. So make sure you look in the description below this video for the contact information to shoot us a text message and or give us a call. Okay, let's dive in. Now we're gonna be breaking this down with a con first, followed by a pro, but then at the very end, we're gonna have two pros back to back, like your favorite TV episode. So make sure you stay to the very end though, because that last pro is gonna literally save you thousands of dollars instantly. So make sure you stick around and watch this entire video so you can really save money. Okay, there are 3 cons and 5 pros. The first con of living in West Palm Beach is the rainy summers. Expect it to rain every day during the summer. So if you have a outdoor function, make sure you keep an umbrella close by, because one minute it could be sunny, the next minute it could be raining. And when it rains during the summer, it feels like you just took a hot shower because it's also that humid. So what I like to do is during the summer months, I like to keep an extra shirt in my car for me and for my daughter, because again, you never know. You could be out and about and then all of a sudden it starts raining. But the good news is it's pretty dry during the morning time, but then about mid-afternoon, that's when the showers come in. And then in the evening time, it's dry again and it starts to cool back down. And also, we can't leave out the hurricane season. From June to November is the hurricane season, and the peak month is usually September. Now, don't freak out, okay? It's not like we have a hurricane every year. I've lived here for 7 years, and I've only had to buckle down once for a hurricane. And then the other hurricane that touched down, I was out of town. But these hurricanes, they do graze the coastline, the majority of them, and we do get heavy rain. But outside of that, you know, at least you get some sort of notification or prior notification and warning before a hurricane touches down. But I'd take hurricanes over tornadoes, snowstorms, and earthquakes any day. Because when I was in the Air Force station in California, I lived in the Bay Area for 2 years. And you could just be there flipping the channel, you know, watching television, and then all of a sudden your picture frame starts shaking on the wall. That's when you freak out, you know. And then I grew up in Alabama, and so tornadoes, those bad boys would just drop out of the sky with no warning. I mean, yeah, you say you get like these tornado warning calls or notifications on the news, but you didn't really know like when they were gonna be dropping out of the sky. So at least down here in South Florida, we get prior notification as to when a hurricane is coming and then the direction that it's going to be, or you know, the direction that it's coming in. So you do have prior notification. But again, I'll take the hurricanes any day over earthquakes, snowstorms, and tornadoes. Now let's follow that up with a pro of living in West Palm Beach. Hey, we have beautiful winters, right? And that's why a lot of people flock down here to South Florida during the wintertime, because the temperature is typically around 75 degrees. Pretty sweet, huh? And so that around the winter months, you cannot beat the weather down here in West Palm Beach. And the snowbirds are the reason for the next con of living in West Palm Beach, because we have very crowded traffic whenever you have the snowbirds come down during the winter months. And there's an influx of over 100,000 people. And so you have that big influx of people, you're gonna have, heavy traffic, and you're gonna have wait times being extended for restaurant reservations. So you got to make sure you have restaurant reservations ahead of time, because if not, you're going to be waiting for hours to eat dinner or to be served. So that's one of the cons of living in West Palm Beach during the winter months. And on the flip side of that, the pro to living in West Palm Beach when the snowbirds return north is light traffic. It's very easy to commute or get to where you need to go because it's no traffic, right? And then also, like we just discussed about the restaurants, you can pretty much just walk into a restaurant, have a seat, and eat dinner without making prior reservations. So as you can see, it's a big difference with the traffic and the amount of people that come down here during the winter and summer months. Now moving on to the next con of living in West Palm Beach, and that is the mosquito madness. Now, I grew up in Alabama, so we have mosquitoes and bugs, all of that stuff around. And I've been stationed in the Air Force for, pretty much all over the continental US. And so I've been stationed down in Louisiana. And then, so down in the bayou, you got bugs everywhere. And those mosquitoes are no joke. But when I moved here to South Florida, no. Louisiana, Alabama, none of those mosquitoes have nothing on the bad boys that are down here. These mosquitoes are on a whole nother level. These mosquitoes work out. I kid you not. When they bite you, it feels like you got hit by a BB gun. I'm telling you, and I told you, I'm gonna keep it real on this channel, so I'm gonna be totally honest with you. But here's the thing, whenever I go out with friends, and let's say it's like a group of 7 of us, only 2 or 3 of us will experience this. Everybody else is okay. But when they when they bite you, man, you're gonna feel it, buddy. So I'm currently trying to come up with like some spray solutions or some strategies to prevent being bit by these mosquitoes. And also, hey, if you have any ideas, make sure you comment below this video that can help a brother out. And also, I'll pass it on to everyone else that's getting eaten up by these mosquitoes. But hey, again, I just wanted to keep it real with you. So you gotta watch out for the mosquitoes. So if you are in an area that has mosquitoes now and they bite you, oh yeah, you want to make sure that you get some off or some extra strength off, because and here's the craziest thing is that when you spray the off on you, it's like you piss them off because they still bite you. Anyway, but enough of the bug stuff. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pro. There are outdoor activities galore. You have all the beaches you will ever need. The beaches stay very clean down here as well too, so that's a big plus. And then you have the boat tours and fishing tours. And then you have the top 5 boat show in the nation. These are some of the most beautiful yachts you will ever see. And then you have scuba and snorkeling if you want to do that. You also have golf courses and golf tournaments. You have boat rentals and parasailing. And then you have hiking trails and hiking tours. And if you like to jump on the SUP board, which is paddle boarding and water sports, we have that. And then we also have zoos and wildlife sanctuaries. And then we have plays and concerts. And we also have gardens and museums. And my ultimate favorite is food tours. And let me tell you this real quick story. I love food tours, right? And that was one of the first things I did when I moved down here. And the cool thing about a food tour, if you haven't been on one, is that they take you around to these local restaurants, not your big chain restaurants, but these are some of the restaurants that are kind of off the beaten path that a lot of people don't know about, but have excellent food. And this one restaurant we went in, because you not only taste the food, but you also, they served you drinks, alcoholic beverages. And it had been a while since the last time I had some alcohol. And we went in this one place, and this bartender, came out with the drinks to, for our group. And these are like, maybe 2 to 4 ounce little glasses. And I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I'll just chug this back real quick. Okay, so I chugged the alcoholic beverage, and I kid you not, like it felt like I had taken like 10 shots of tequila. And here it is at like noon, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be drunk at noon. But no, it was so much fun though, man. The food is good, and that's what I also do now whenever I travel to other cities, is look for a food tour. So whenever you move down here, I highly recommend that. You're gonna have so much fun, and you're gonna get an opportunity to see much more of the area and what it has to offer. Another pro of living here in West Palm Beach is the close proximity to major cities. Just think of West Palm Beach as the hub, and then it has the spokes going out to other major cities. You know, you have Fort Lauderdale, which is about 45 minutes south, and then you have Miami, which is about an hour and 10 minutes, and then you have Orlando going out west, and it takes you about 2 hours and 30 minutes. And then also, I like to add, hey, just over the bridge, you have 5 miles away, which is the 4th richest zip code in the US, and that's Palm Beach, Florida. You're away from the hustle and bustle of Miami, but you can also go and experience that sort of lifestyle and entertainment if you want, but you're not having to live right there in the midst of it. So it's a really good area in the central and heart of all your major cities. And one of the most attractive pros of living in West Palm Beach, and this is the one where I said it's gonna save you literally thousands of dollars, is no state income tax. Yes, zero, zilch, nada. We pay federal income tax, but not state income tax. And so that alone is gonna put money back in your pocket, and you're gonna save. And that's why it's such, you know, South Florida is such a destination for retirees and a lot of other people, because they understand that it's no state tax, so they love that. So hope you found some value in these pros and cons of living in West Palm Beach. Again, shoot me a message, a text, or a phone call, and get a hold of us so that way we can help you make this a smooth transition if you're relocating down here in West Palm Beach or in the surrounding areas. We would love to help you with this transition. And also, if you have a couple more minutes, look at some of the other videos on this channel, so that way it kind of gives you better understanding of what it's like to live here in South Florida. So I'll see you on the next video, and I'm looking forward to speaking with you and meeting you soon. Take care.